The girls are fighting. So this is the pretty privileged woman, Tamika.
Pretty privilege is real. It is. I said the shit. It's real. So because of the color of my skin, because of the color of my eyes, because of my hair texture, I get hated on.
So y'all heard what Tamika say? You heard what Tamika say? But there was a lady that came out that knew Tamika years ago. And let me tell y'all what the lady had to say. Listen to her, baby.
Y'all know that story time I did years ago about how I lost a best friend and how me and her mom got into it where we almost got into a physical altercation? This is the mother.
Girl, please do tell. What happened?
Yeah, this is Tamika. Meet Tamika, everyone. Round of applause, round of applause. This is Tamika.
Hey, Tamika girl. They on your ass, Tamika girl.
She's just as delusional as she was years ago. And what's so interesting to me, now that I've matured into a grown woman, I have realized that people who have went their whole life without being put in their place will continue to perpetuate lies if you let them. Because she has been saying these same somber ass truths to her life since I was a teenager.
Baby, keep going. We are invested, honey. What happened?
Yeah, the same rhetoric, a coon, because that's what she is.
Tamika.
Something that I think is so interesting is that you're sitting up here trying to convince the world that you suffered from pretty privilege because you were light-skinned with colored eyes and curly hair. When in actuality, you just suffered from racism at the hands of your own family members, your siblings, might I add. You and your brother were the only two mixed children in your family of rednecks. And they bullied y'all for it. They called y'all niggers. They still continue to call y'all niggers. But y'all just grew to accept it because y'all love y'all family. That's what I was told. And to mind my business, because it's family business. Remember that? Or we don't remember that because we don't want to tell the world the truth. Something else that I think is so interesting is also when light-skinned women who aren't pretty claim that they suffered from pretty privilege because they were light-skinned with, colored eyes and curly hair, the features that people assume will make you attractive, and they're just ugly. You suffered from racism and being ugly. And you were fat. So, no, you had nobody hated on you because you were just so pretty. People hated on you because you were a bitch.
Tamika, girl.
You're a mean, evil-spirited fat bitch. That's what you were.
Child, y'all heard what the girl had to say. But listen, Tamika watched that girl video. And Tamika had some words. But of course, not before she apologized.
I recently posted a video that went viral for the wrong reasons.
All right, Tamika, we listening.
I have since taken it down in all the related videos, and I do want to say a couple things. First, I will be addressing Miracle, the young lady who has done a stitch and it went viral. I will be addressing that. Just give me a second.
Okay, Tamika, so you got some words for Miracle.
But first, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to all the people who I've offended, all the people who I've pissed off. I meant nothing by that video.
Tamika, girl, we tired.
I wasn't trying to bash the young crowd. I wasn't trying to bash anybody who's got more melanin than me. I wasn't trying to bash anybody who's more prettier than me. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty girl, and I was just saying some stuff to just have some fun. Like, I like to, have some fun sometimes. I'm somewhat of a clown, and sometimes I say the wrong shit, okay? So I basically said something in the wrong way that pissed a lot of people off. I want to say I'm sorry for that. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just talking, okay? That being said, Miracle.
Miracle, you have been summoned.
Miracle. Miracle, miracle.
Y'all know how when people say your name, pause and say it again and again? She wanted to say something else. She really want to go in, but she trying to save face right now.
First off, baby, let me just tell you that you have turned out to be a beautiful young lady on the outside. But your insides need some work. So Miracle was my daughter's friend in, I think, middle school and high school and a little bit in college. And to me, she was a sweet young lady until stuff popped off. But she, during COVID, she was in college. She and my daughter were both in college at different places. But when they all made them come home, she didn't really have a place comfortable enough that she wanted to come home to. And so she asked me, could she come stay with us? I was like, yeah. I took her in, treated her as if she were mine. That didn't go too well. And it ended up in the police being called. Like, it was a bad situation. And she's been bullying my daughter on the internet ever since. Will my daughter respond to it? Absolutely not. So people are going to my daughter's page right now saying, are you going to take up for your mom? No, she won't. She will not be. I have asked her not to. My daughter is more mature than that. And
let me guess, she learned that from her mama, huh?
And she's not going to get off into that immature stuff, okay? So, but Miracle, I can't, for the life of me, understand you fat shaming somebody. Miracle called me a fat bitch, okay? I think a fat, ugly bitch, if I'm being exact.
Okay, so that must be the part that Tamika's really mad about.
I can't for the life of you understand you fat shaming anybody knowing what you went through, baby, as a child. I can't understand that. And I'm not with knocking somebody, while they down or, whatever. So that's that on that. Miracle is the young lady who recently, I think within the last 4 or 5 months, was issued a warrant for her arrest because she beat an Uber driver up. That was a news reporter, I think.
Oh, you trying to spill TT.
So that's who Miracle is. And Miracle had a lot to say about my family. She had a lot to say about my daughter, both of them. She ended up telling my daughter while she was doing her bullying rants that, I mean, imagine being a child, being in your teens, and one of your friends, after your sister dies, goes onto the internet because she's upset with you and tells you to go to hell with your dead sister.
Now, Miracle, that wasn't nice. That wasn't nice at all.
Who does that? Like, who does that? That is so mean. That is so mean, Miracle. And I hope that you go and get you the mental help that you need, so that you don't have to be mean to people. That's mean girl energy right there. And I really hope you go and get you some help for that. I don't know what, I know hurt people, but baby, you got to let this go. You've been bullying my daughter, and now you done started on my family. Now my family's racist, and all this, like, you're doing the most. And so ultimately, you guys can believe her. You guys can believe what you want to believe, whichever side you want to believe. That's up to you. I am neither here nor there with it. I'm okay with whatever way y'all want to believe, because don't none of y'all pay my bills at the end of the day.
Okay, well, excuse us, Miss Tamika, honey.
And at the end of the day, I still believe I'm a pretty woman. So I want to again say I'm sorry that the words that I said pissed people off. And I hope that this actually helps you all heal from my internet abuse.
Tamika, why are you smiling and laughing so much when you say that?
Because I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah, it helped my algorithm, though. Thank you, TikTok, for actually sending stuff out. But it's a shame that only the negative shit gets sent out, because I have a whole lot of positive shit that don't go out. So we got a long way to go in America. And I hope you all are having a good day. And I'm going to go ahead and have the day that I deserve. I love y'all. Bye.
Well, y'all heard what Miracle had to say. Y'all heard what Tamika had to say. Girl, oh, Lord, that's too much, child.